Vortex. I know how I seem to the outside world. Crazy cat lady, right? Well, we were already crazy without the cat. We were. You don't know. Stop acting like you know the way that we were before you came up. You came here and showed up and ruined this house. Officially ruined this house. They're not afraid of me. I went to the grocery store a couple days ago, and it was horrible. I was trying to hide this side of my body because it looks pretty bad. No. I called my nutritionist friend, and he's just telling me to just put, like, all this essential oil on it. Like, just lather it in essential oil. And then the virus will just kill itself, essentially. He really believes in this shit. He's been studying it for, like, 30 years. But I'm doing a bunch of shit to see if it helps at all. My throat doesn't feel as bad as it did the past couple days, so I guess that's good. But it feels like fireworks. Like, I think I understand why they call it shingles, because it's like pop, 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 like all over your skin, you know? Mm-hmm. Yeah, they really should call it fireworks, because that is what it looks like. But it's not pretty. It's not pretty, unlike all the explosives that we use to celebrate our so-called freedom in this country. We are free to choose slavery. It's like there's so many ways to be a slave in Western civilization, but I would say the main one is through the stuff that we think is important, you know? And so, psychologically, it's so much easier to enslave somebody that way than it is to enslave them physically. So if you enslave them psychologically first, then you can get them to do a lot of other stuff that enslaves them physically or monetarily. And I know that I'm a hypocrite because, like, I'm inside of a house and I have a car and a job and all that. Yeah, dude, I already know. But I didn't choose to be part of this civilization, you know? I was thrust into this bullshit. And hey, come here. Why you gotta fuck with everything? She said, 'cause I'm a cat. That's what we do, damn it. We fuck with everything. You know when they get in their, like, playtime phase where they want to fuck with everything. Hey, come back. Come back. Let me pet you so you don't act crazy. Come on. Did you hear that? That was my other cat. I don't know what she's doing upstairs. Maybe she's fixing to come down here and start trouble. They do not get along at all. They hate each other. They hate each other, but they can be in the same room. They're like women. Cats are so much like women, it's not even funny. Like they... Sorry, I didn't mean to poke you in the eye. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But women will do that. Where if women hate each other, they'll be in the same room and they'll just be staring at each other, plotting the other's demise. So that's what cats do, I reckon. That's what they do. Oh, I need to eat though. Sorry if it seems like all I do is shit talk this country. But, you know, it is possible to do that and not be on the left. I promise. You don't have to be a communist. It just helps a lot, you know? Well, according to the Book of Acts, I most definitely am a communist. And I would say that the biggest threat to this country is not communism, it's materialism. And, you know, I was speaking with this dude that I go to church with last week. I couldn't make it to church today for obvious reasons. But we were talking last week about how the easiest way to infiltrate the American family. It's not really about the government as much as it is about the nuclear family. Okay, the easiest way to corrupt that is through technological means. And so convince people that if they don't have something, they're not as hip as the people that have that something. Television. Okay? There are a lot of people that don't have much in this country, but they all have a phone, they all have a TV. Okay, there are different things that they can do to distract themselves. And, you know, there's liquor, of course, but liquor makes way more sense to me than television. But maybe that's just because I used to be an alcoholic. Yeah, it just sucks, like, because you can't convince people that it's their habits that are the problem. But I guarantee you, if every American citizen got rid of their television and they started to like actually pay attention to things that happen in front of them, not just what goes on in the news cycle, but if they paid attention to things that happened to their neighbors, if they paid attention to what was going on, like wherever they worked, like the different changes that are being implemented in the businesses that they work for, like that's something that I made sure to do when I was working at Kroger during COVID, because I didn't want to get government money. So I got a government job where I could essentially spy, okay? You got to motivate yourself in these ways. Especially when things are really fucked up and you feel powerless, like there's nothing that you can do. There's always something that you can do. And I know my last video I was really downtrodden because I was in a lot of pain and still in a lot of pain. But I don't want to say it's totally hopeless because that's never true. If you believe in God, you're not hopeless. Okay? So I'm making sure to thank God for everything. You know, anytime that I have the tiniest amount of relief, I always thank God. And as painful as this is, because it is just as painful, if not more, than it looks. Okay? I feel like people are like repeatedly pouring hot water all over me. That's how it feels. Just hang out, motherfucker. Just hang out. There you go. It's like I don't want to be hopeless because there's always more that we can do. Always.